Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 26th of May 2023. Let's start with our session. When is the World Telecom Day observed every year? So World Telecommunication and Information Society Day is an international day which is celebrated annually on 17th of May. And it was proclaimed in the year 2006 by the International Telecommunication Union. And this year the theme is empowering the least developed countries through information and communication technologies. Fine. So two things are important. When do we observe the World Telecom Day? So it is observed on 17th of May every year. And this year the theme is empowering the least developed countries through information and communication technologies. Now if we revise few important days and themes. So National Dengue Day is observed every year on 16th of May, right? Then World Hypertension Day is observed every year on 17th of May. And what was the theme for this year? So the theme for this year is measure your blood pressure accurately, control it, live longer. Fine. Then apart from it, when do we observe the International Museum Day? So this day is observed every year on 18th of May. And this year the theme is museums, sustainability and well-being. Okay. Now you have to tell me, when do we observe the World AIDS Vaccine Day? I am giving you a hint. This day is observed in the month of May. So please write your answers in the comments section. Next is, which union ministry implements the FAME2 scheme? Actually, Ministry of Heavy Industries is planning to increase the outlay for the FAME2 scheme this financial year. And the ministry recently held a stakeholder consultation with E2W manufacturers to deliberate the proposed changes to the scheme. Fine. And what is the full form of this FAME? So it is faster adoption and manufacturing of hybrid and electric vehicles in India. Fine. So FAME2 scheme is implemented by Ministry of Heavy Industries. Now apart from it, the 75 by 25 initiative has recently been unveiled by the Union Health Ministry on the occasion of the World Hypertension Day. Okay. As we have seen in the first question, World Hypertension Day is observed every year on 17th of May. Right. So Indian government's target of reaching 75 million people with hypertension under standard care in primary health care by 2025 is the largest cover of NCDs in the world for primary health care. Okay, so you can be asked that which union ministry has launched the 75 by 25 initiative. So it would be Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. And what does this 75 by 25 denotes? So it denotes the target of reaching 75 million people who have hypertension under standard care in primary health care by 2025. Next question is, Linda Yaccarino has been named as the CEO of which multinational exchange? So recently she has been named as the CEO of Twitter, and she is a well-known advertising executive from NBC Universal. Okay, and Elon Musk will transition to the role of Executive Chair and Chief Technology Officer, and Linda was the former head of advertising at NBC Universal. Fine. So you can be asked that who is the new CEO of Twitter? So answer will be Linda Yaccarino. Now if you talk about the recent appointments, so recently Manoj Soni has taken the oath as chairman of UPSC. Right. Then Paytm has recently appointed Mr. Bhavesh Gupta as CEO. Fine. Also, Saurabh Ganguly has been recently appointed as the brand ambassador of Tripura Tourism. Okay. The next is BARC Director Mr. A.K. Mohanty has been recently appointed as the new Atomic Energy Commission Chairman. Fine. So these are the few important and the recent appointments that we have to remember. Which institution organizes the Operation Dhwast? So as a part of Operation Dhwast, a massive day-long operation was conducted by the National Investigation Agency, and this operation was conducted in 8 states in terrorist, gangster, drug smugglers nexus cases, along with Haryana Police and Punjab Police. Fine. So this Operation Dhwast belongs to National Investigation Agency. And few days back we have talked about Operation Karuna, if you remember. So Indian government has launched Operation Karuna to assist the country Myanmar, which has been recently hit by cyclone Mocha, right? So recently 4 Indian Navy ships carrying relief material reached to Yangon, and the ships are carrying emergency food item, tent, essential medicine, water pumps, clothes, sanitary and hygiene items, etc. Fine. So Operation Karuna is associated with the country Myanmar because Myanmar country has been hit by cyclone Mocha. Fine. UK and the Netherlands agreed to build a coalition to help in procurement of F-16 fighter jets for which particular country? So Prime Ministers of UK and the Netherlands have agreed to build a global coalition that would help in the procurement of F-16 fighter jets for the country Ukraine. And this comes a day after Ukraine President held meeting with the UK Prime Minister. Fine. So here answer would be Ukraine. Also, the Production Linked Incentive Scheme 2.0 for IT hardware was approved recently by the Union Cabinet, and the budget outlay for this scheme is 17,000 crore rupees. So this PLI scheme covers laptops, tablets, servers and ultra small form factor devices. Fine. Simply you can be asked that what is the budget outlay of the PLI scheme 2.0 for IT hardware. So answer would be 17,000 crore rupees. Rice, maize and cotton crops are usually sown in which season? So these are the Kharif crops, and the central government has recently approved the nutrient based subsidy rates for nitrogen, phosphorus, potash and sulfur for the 2023 Kharif season. So these rice, maize and the cotton are some of the major Kharif crops in India, and they require good rainfall. Okay. Also, it had approved NBS rates for Rabi season this year, that means January to March. Okay. So basically there are 3 types of crops. First is the Rabi crops, and they are actually rain-fed crops which are sown between September and November, and they are harvested between April and May, right? And Rabi crops include, for example, wheat, corn, barley, gram and mustard. Then next is the Kharif crops, and they are irrigated by monsoon rains or rainfall during the monsoon season, that means from June to September, right? And of the total area cultivated in India, 41% is under Kharif crops, and it includes, for example, cotton, sugarcane and rice. Okay. Then next is the Zaid crop. Now talking about Zaid crops, they are grown during the summer and in between Rabi and Kharif crops, and this crop is grown twice a year. Examples are cucumber and watermelon. Okay. Now next question is, which state or the union territory recently approved the ordinance amending Hospital Protection Act? So Kerala Cabinet has recently approved the ordinance that amends the Kerala Healthcare Service Persons and Healthcare Service Institutions. So this ordinance includes a strict penal provision against the perpetrators of violence against the hospitals. Fine. So this is Kerala, and also don't forget that Kerala is the first state in the country to introduce a welfare fund under Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme workers, right? So under this initiative, individuals who are above the age of 60 years will be eligible for pension under this fund. Okay. Which state or the union territory has announced to launch a 5G technology training program? So the state government of Uttar Pradesh is planning to launch a 5G technology training program under the skill development mission, and it seeks to create skilled workforce for operating the new and the future employable technologies. Fine. So Uttar Pradesh has announced to launch this 5G technology training program. Also, don't forget that Uttar Pradesh is the first state in the country to provide the digital health cards for the children, and aim is to improve the health of students, obviously. Also, Uttar Pradesh is set to get its first pharma park in its Lalitpur district of Bundelkhand. Fine. Next is, which state or the union territory launched the Mukhyamantri Sikho Kamao Yojana? So Mukhyamantri Sikho Kamao Yojana was approved by the Madhya Pradesh cabinet, and youth who have passed class 12th, ITI, UG and PG are eligible for this scheme. Basically, it will provide a stipend to the youths along with training, skill upgradation, will boost their employment opportunities, and it would pave the further way for a better way of earning, right? So Mukhyamantri Sikho Kamao Yojana, or you can say Chief Minister Learn and Earn scheme, belongs to the state of Madhya Pradesh, right? Next is, which state or the union territory launched the Matsyakar Bharosa scheme? So Andhra Pradesh government has recently released 123.52 crore rupees to around 1.2 lakh fishermen's families under the YSR Matsyakar Bharosa scheme. And this scheme involves providing 10,000 rupees to the fishermen family during the annual ban period on marine fishing from 15th of April to 14th of June. Fine. So this scheme belongs to Andhra Pradesh state. Next is, which Indian budget airline has collapsed and cancelled all the flights? So recent collapse of the Go First airline could have a major impact on entire airline ecosystem, and this cash-strapped airline has announced that it has cancelled all the flights until 26th of May. So it marks the first major airline collapse in India since Jet Airways filed for bankruptcy in 2019. So Go First total debt to financial creditor was 65.21 billion rupees. Okay. So recently Go First has collapsed and it has now cancelled all the flights till 26th of May. Now, a few days back we have talked about a report by Cirium in which it was revealed that Hyderabad airport has been declared as the world's most punctual airport, right? And Cirium is a aviation analytical firm. Next is, which state launched the state dashboard and a data and analytics powered platform to monitor the government schemes? So Chief Minister of Odisha, Mr. Naveen Patnaik, has recently launched the state dashboard, which is a data and analytics powered platform which will streamline the performance monitoring of the government schemes, which would help in data driven decision making, right? So the state dashboard consists of three critical components. First is CM dashboard, second is department dashboard, and the third is administrative action monitoring portal. Fine. So Odisha has launched the state dashboard and a data and analytics powered platform so as to monitor the government schemes. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. And now let's start with our revision session, in which we are doing the current affairs revision for the month of April, and this is the 13th part in this series. So in this session we will be discussing the question from 181 up to question number 195. As per the UNFPA report, which country is expected to be the most populated by mid-2023? Actually, now India is the most populous country, and this was expected in this report already. Where is Mount Annapurna situated? So this is situated in the Annapurna mountain range of Gandaki province of Nepal country. So it is the 10th highest mountain in the world, and recently it was in news because an Indian climber, Anurag Malu, who went missing after falling into a deep crevice on Mount Annapurna, has been found alive in critical condition by the rescuers. Which state in India has become the first to adopt the water budget? So state government of Kerala has introduced the first of its kind water budget, which aims to address the water scarcity in the state through proper utilization of the resources and prevention of wastage. Kisan Sampark Abhiyan program is associated with which state or the union territory? So it is associated with Jammu and Kashmir, and it seeks to ensure the overall welfare of the farmers in across the union territory. Which fungus is associated with the recent outbreak of atypical pneumonia at a paper mill in Michigan, USA? So this fungus is blastomyces. Okay, and it is endemic to Michigan and is generally found in moist soil, and it decomposes the wood. Basically, if they are disturbed, so microscopic spores from the fungus can get dispersed in air and they can travel freely. So human beings can contract with this fungus by inhaling the spores. Where is the India Steel 2023 conference held? So this conference is an international exhibition on the steel industry. In the month of April, it took place in Mumbai, and this conference was jointly organized by Union Ministry of Steel, Commerce Department and FICCI. Srijan National Conference is organized by which institution? So this was a 2-day national conference on female infertility, which was organized by All India Institute of Ayurveda under Ministry of Ayush. Which regulator has come out with a dispute resolution mechanism for limited purpose clearing corporation? So capital markets regulator SEBI has come out with a dispute resolution mechanism for LPCC in order to settle the disputes and the claims arising out of transactions cleared by it. Villa of Quintili, which was seen in the news recently, is located in which country? So it is an ancient Roman villa that is situated in the country Italy. So a new study provided the details about a lavish winery where the Roman elite gathered annually in this Villa of Quintili. Which institution has developed a device named as ArtSense to screen for cardiovascular diseases? So ArtSense is a device that has been developed by the researchers from IT Madras to screen for cardiovascular diseases. Who has been conferred with the Malcolm Adhisetia Award 2023? So a famous economist, Utsa Patnaik, has been chosen for this award this year, and this award is conferred every year by the Malcolm and Elizabeth Adhisetia Trust to honor social scientists. World Heritage Day is observed on which date? So we observe this day on 18th of April every year, and this year the theme is Heritage Changes. Okay, so basically it aims to preserve human heritage and to recognize all the efforts of relevant organization. In which year the indirect discrimination was recognized in the equality jurisprudence by the Supreme Court? So this is 2018. Actually in 2018, Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud read down the law that criminalized homosexuality. And this marked the first time that indirect discrimination was recognized in the equality jurisprudence by the Supreme Court. What is Ramban, which was recently seen in the news? Full form of Ramban is Rapid Action Mobile BSL3 Plus Advanced Augmented Network. So it is India's first mobile BSL3 laboratory, and it was showcased at the second G20 Health Working Group meeting, which was organized in Goa. Okay, so it is associated with mobile clinics. Aragam, which is said to made as India's largest book village, is in which state or the Union Territory? It lies in Jammu and Kashmir, and now this village is said to be converted into India's largest book village to promote the Kashmiri literature and culture. And this initiative is jointly implemented by Pune-based NGO Sarhad and the Jammu and Kashmir government. Fine. So these are the next important questions from the month of April, and tomorrow We will be discussing the questions from here, means 196 up to question number 210. Okay. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture, do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzhat Sana signing off.